Hey guys, welcome back to the Sam and Max Show. First off, sorry we haven't posted in the past couple of weeks, but basically just took a little break, and now we're going to recap kind of the big news that's happened since we've been gone. Yeah. So to start off, we're going to go over some of the trades that happened. So Eagles traded Carson Wentz to the Colts. Sorry, it's over there. Carson Wentz to the Colts for a third-round pick and a conditional second. What does that conditional second round mean?
Yeah, so essentially it's a way for the trade to be kind of based on what production the Colts are going to get out of Carson Wentz.
Right.
So if he starts for them, or better said, he plays 70% of their snaps, then it turns into a first. And I believe it's 75% of the snaps if they make the playoffs. So
that might make it interesting in how they play Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have a really short leash because if he's not performing up to the standard of what the QB of the future that they want, then it might be in their best interest to sit him, see who they got behind them, and see if they're any good.
So they can keep that first-round pick.
Yeah, it might be a fun dynamic to watch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. The Rams traded Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a third-round pick to the Lions for Matthew Stafford. Who won that little trade there?
You know, it's tough because I think they both caught what they needed from this trade.
Right.
But I'm going to go with the Rams because they didn't lose any of their important pieces in this trade, and all of their important pieces are coming back next year. Mm-hmm. They had the number 1 defense in the NFL. They have some good offensive weapons. The one piece they were missing
is the quarterback.
Probably quarterback. Not to crap on Goff too much, but he wasn't there. Fun fact about this, though, the Rams haven't had a first-round pick since 2016.
Really?
And they just traded away their next 2 years of first-round picks. You know who that,
so
who that pick was in 2016?
Who?
It was Jared Goff. So.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay, now this one's kind of exciting. Some rumors up in Seattle. Russell Wilson has turned in, a list of teams that he would like to be traded to.
He's not demanding a trade per se, but
if he is going to be traded, that's where he would like to go. Does this mean he's looking to be traded? Is he gonna what's up with that? He's been there forever.
Tensions are high right now. The offense hasn't been performing to the level he likes. He wants more say and more control.
Yeah.
And if the Seahawks aren't going to give it to him, he might look somewhere else. Yeah.
And then the coach for the Seahawks. Is it time for,
Pete Carroll to move on?
Is it time for him to move on?
Maybe.
I remember they dominated for a little bit there, and now...
Here's the fun thing for one fan base, and that's if you're a Chicago Bears fan. The Bears were the top of Russell Wilson's list of places he'd like to go.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm sure they don't hear that too often, so, they're pretty excited.
Why the Bears? That's intriguing.
That's the question I keep asking myself. All right, so speaking of, quarterbacks and potential trades, you have Watson. He's demanded a trade. He's starting to sit out the entire season if they don't trade him.
Which
so
is crazy.
It's pretty likely to happen. So let's play a game here. All right? You're the Texans GM. Congrats, by the way, be the first female GM in the NFL.
Love it. Glad to be here.
Huge responsibility, franchise on the line.
Right.
You got 4 offers on the table.
Okay, let's hear them.
Which one are you taking for Watson? You can trade with the Dolphins for Tua, promising a QB and a couple of firsts. The Jets for 3 firsts, including the 2nd overall pick this year, so you get your pick of QBs not named, Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
You could trade with the Panthers for 3 firsts, or maybe 2 firsts and CMC, or the 49ers for 2 firsts and an asset like Boza or Jimmy Garoppolo. Which of these offers, future of your team on the line, are you going with?
First, I'm really excited because wow, look at all these first-round picks out there and everything. I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I think Tua is a really promising young QB, and that's kind of something that could be really useful. Yeah. You know what? As a GM, I'm feeling pretty good with all of my options that I've got.
Yeah. I agree. I think the Dolphins is the best pick. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, it's free agents. Now, this one is blowing my mind. J.J. Watt has gone to the Cardinals. Who thought that was going to happen?
It's out of the blue completely. I mean... Well, fun story about maybe why it was out of the blue. Supposedly, J.J. Watt, because he wanted to release the decision in his funny way, posting with the shirt while he's working out the Cardinals shirt.
Yeah.
He was scared to order the shirts himself in case it got leaked. So he had a friend order the shirts.
Really?
And had his friend order, I think, several shirts just to make sure even then.
Oh my gosh.
So he wanted the process to be
super secret. Well, he definitely surprised all of us. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's playing with his old friend, right?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. And he's getting paid a lot. So
I don't think any other team was going to pay him that much. So
yeah.
I mean, so
good for what?
he chose money over because when you look at who he could have played for, you know, he had the Bills, the Browns, and the Packers. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to criticize someone for choosing money. You know,
and it's good. Yeah, I
mean, you know,
Arizona's nice and hot. You know,
like, you get paid, man. You know.
Okay, so the next one, the QB Taylor Heineke. I feel like I'm
Heineke. Yeah.
Heineke. Oh boy, that was off.
Yeah, we'll move on from that.
Anyways, he signed an extension.
Yeah. 2 years, $8.5 million.
Yes, and it's interesting because he played the one playoff game. Mm-hmm. Was his first time playing in an NFL game. And did great.
He did really well. I mean, he might have given, you know, the Super Bowl champs, you know, their best game in the playoffs. And,
yeah.
And, you know, imagine this guy. You get your one chance to perform, and he killed it. And now he's going to stick around. And
he got a shot, and there he goes.
And he might be their starting QB. I mean, they released Alex Smith. They traded away their former first-round pick, Dwayne Haskins, in the season. Or not traded him, they released him. And so...
I'm interested to see if that was a fluke or if he's going to be able to stay consistent like that.
Yeah, well, either
They're
way,
riding on a lot.
Congrats to him. You know?
Congrats to Heineke.
Yeah. And then the last one we want to talk about here, Big Ben. We talked about him earlier with Rivers as being one of the two QBs that is going to retire. And Rivers retired. The reason Big Ben, we didn't think he might retire, it's because he had $19 million, I think, in guaranteed money coming his way.
Right.
Just to stay around. And so, you know, I think not retiring and getting paid $19 million is a pretty good choice. I don't know anyone.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But the Steelers did rework his contract to spread some of that money out down the line a couple of years. And so his cap hit overall this year got dunked down from $41 million to $25 million.
Interesting. So Big Ben's staying around, though.
Yeah. Maybe they make one last run.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Okay, some other, random additional news. The NFL, it's highly likely that they're going to add an additional 17th game into the season. How's that going to kind of affect everything?
Yeah, I mean, pros, we get more football. We love that, right?
Yeah, we love that.
Like that. But, someone who maybe cares about records, right?
That's going to mess everything up.
Yeah, I mean, like someone who got the record for regular season passing in a 16-game season is going to be a disadvantage when someone...
is comparing it to a 17-game season.
So you'll have to mess around with that.
And so if you're a stats man, then this isn't good for you.
this hurts. And then, fantasy football, you might have to shift things up when you have your championships.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're going to have to change all of those.
So if you want to call that a con, I guess that is too.
Okay, the other funny one. Baker Mayfield saw a UFO while he was out at dinner with his wife.
Yeah, on his way back home from dinner with his wife. He claims he saw a UFO.
Interesting. Does this worry us about his abilities as a QB if he's seeing UFOs out there?
I don't know. You mean Baker Mayfield seeing UFOs, Sam Darnold seeing ghosts?
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Maybe there's just some supernatural things out there we don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get some Baker Mayfield gear now and start believing in UFOs,
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode, everybody. We're going to kind of keep up with this and talking about anything that's going on in the NFL. We got the draft coming up, so keep tuning in to our weekly episodes. And this is the Sam and Max Show. You know how it has to end?
Go for it.
Signature smile.